Welcome back, students, to our next part of our play. Remember, we are looking at pronunciation of consonant sounds. We've looked at the first consonant sounds where we talked about ch like church, G like Joyce, judge, pledge, liturgy, and so on. We look at sound letter F, or the sound which will go with okay? When you say fan and you say van as the minimal pairs. Fan and van. So one thing you are going to notice about or F sound is that it is voiceless. There is no any vibration on the vocal cords when we say this word or this sound. So the sound is unvoiced or voiceless. Air is stopped by pushing the bottom lip and top teeth together. So when we say by pushing the bottom lip, the lower lip, and the top teeth. So we have the bottom part of the bottom lip meeting with the top jaw or the top part of the teeth. Then you can have that word fair, fun, fight, flower, and so on. Now, the air is then pushed through to produce this sound. So the moment the lip comes and touches the teeth on the upper part, then the air is pushed out. So then you pronounce or you produce that sound. So the F sound has the following letters. That we can say it with. And let's look at the letters that are there. Example, the F itself, like when you say for, wife, knife. Just be keen as we go through these letters. You can also identify the silent letters that are there. So, knife, life, family, staff, puff, 5. That's letter F. Then you also have P and H, which will also produce the same sound. For example, when you say phone, graph, paragraph, phrase is a phrase. Even when you say elephant. So the PH again will be produced or pronounced as sound, the F sound. Also we have those words which have got the GH, and this word with GH also are pronounced as F. So let's look at those words. Example, we have the word cough. Then we have the word rough. Then we have laugh. Enough. Then tough. It is a tough choice. Then we have draft. Those are those words, a few of the so many words with sound. Now let's look at the voice part and now the voiced. So what is happening to the vocal cords? They are vibrating, so that we can produce this sound. Let's look at this sound V. So the same mouth shape like okay, and now in this case, when pronouncing the sound V, one, it has to be voiced. So there must be a vibration of the vocal cords. Secondly, your top teeth is put on your bottom lip again. Simply, just like the way we were pronouncing the sound, the same rules are followed, whereby you have the lower lip touching with the upper lip. touching with the upper part of the teeth. Then air is forced out. So words bearing these sounds will include words, for example, van, van. We've got the word vehicle, vehicle. Vice, vice. Unvoiced, unvoiced. Then we have the word voice, voice. Then we got the word obvious, obvious. It's obvious that he will come. Then you have the word previous, the previous lesson, previous. We've got the word drive, drive. We've got the word save, save. Then jovial, very jovial. Then virtue, virtue. Care, care. Then we have the word wolves, wolves. Then we've got the word knives. All those words are pronounced with V sound, which is voiced, not voiced. Same mode of pronunciation, but the difference comes when the V is voiced, while F is voiceless. Good. I think we can go now to the next sound that I want us to look at. And the next consonant sound I want us to look at is D. You know very well, probably D and T. Okay. Dot. Yeah. That's a dot. A tot. Okay. Yeah, we can say, yeah, dim. And you can say team. Okay. Die. You can also say tie. Yeah. Did you know it can happen? Someone, did you tie? Did you tie the goat on the leg? Did you tie? So improper pronunciation of that word. So let's start with the first one. D, 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 T. Okay. D. The simplest way to know whether a word or a letter is voiced or voiceless is simply by touching the vocal cords, nothing else. You will be in a position to know whether this word is voiced or this letter is voiced or this letter is voiceless. Now, D, D, do, there, they, voiced. So the vocal cords really do vibrate. Now, the law of air is stopped at the front of the mouth by the tongue. D, D, right? That's why when you say D, you feel the tongue touching the upper part of the mouth. Now, when you practice speaking the words and by saying the words that are here, don't, do. Then we have did, did. Then we have dog, dog. Man, man. Then we have the word sad. I'm very sad. Then done, done. Loud, and also and. There are so many words of this sound, but just look at a few, we sample a few and look at them. But with more practice, we're going to get that these words are really many. Now let's look at the next sound, as we say, D and T. And the main difference between the two is that one is voiced and the other one is voiceless. So when we say T, T, team, time, dime, time. Okay? So to make this sound, your tongue stops the flow of air at the front of your mouth. It is a voiceless sound simply means unvoiced, and it said in words like, so we have these words, example, we have to. So you can compare do and to, right? So when we say, for example, do and to, we have the word talk, talk. Okay, then we have the word get, get. We have the word pot. We have the word butter, butter. We have the word later, later. Then we got the word what. What were you saying? What? We got the word today, today. Then we got the word Tuesday, Tuesday. So, one is voiced, the other one is voiceless. I want to make it so clear to us that a word that is voiced is the word that we have vibration of the vocal cords. And a word which is not voiced, or a word which is now voiceless, we have the vocal cord not vibrating. Then voice, we have the vocal cord vibrating. We are going to stop there and we'll meet in the next lesson and proceed from there. Do have a lovely day.